Thank you for tuning into Abundant Moments. You know, there are times in our lives that we need a miracle. And God wants us to learn to live in His blessing. And when we learn to live in His blessing, His divine blessing, then we don't need that many miracles. But there are times that we truly need a miracle. And I'm so thankful that God is still in the miracle working business. And when you think about it, every miracle begins with a big problem. But when we trust in God and we believe, we release our faith and we get rid of the fear and the doubt that tries to come in, we see that God still performs miracles. And the great thing about God is His miracles are better than if we didn't have the problem. Think about it for a minute. The very first miracle that Jesus performed, we know He turned the water into wine. And what happened? When He turned that water into wine, they all said it was the best wine they'd ever had. It was better. And normally, back in those days, they would have a 7-day wedding feast and they would have, the groom's family would have to have wine for the entire time, but they would normally serve the best wine first. Because then when people got drunk and, as the time went on, they would just give them the cheap stuff. But Jesus, the wine that He made, when He turned the water into wine, was better than any. And I want you to know, when He does a miracle in your life, you're going to see things are better than they were before. So I want to encourage you, let's all learn to live in His blessing. Each and every day in His blessing, believe for His complete blessing in our life. But when we get to the place that we do need a miracle, let's believe and let's expect better than before. Thank you for tuning in.